One.
Hey guys, you have made it to lesson number 10. This is our video on the Black Power movement. And so our agenda for today, talk about Black Power and what that means. We'll talk about Malcolm X, who is one of the main leaders of the movement, compare him to Martin Luther King Jr., and we'll finish up this video talking about the Black Panther Party and a current day example of the Black Lives Matter movement. So first off, Black Power is a movement. It is separate from civil rights. It's got its own flavor. It is the movement for Black Americans to have control over their own communities and be free from white control. And this is something that's going on in the 1970s. After the Civil Rights Movement has had its big wins with the Civil Rights Act and the Voting Rights Act, this is kind of what follows. And so the focus of Black Power is Black self-reliance. It's about self-defense and racial pride. It is not about integration. Martin Luther King's dream, right, was about integration, was about everybody being equal regardless of the color of their skin. And Black Power is not about fitting in and molding itself to white America. It is not about being accepted by white people. It is about being self-reliant. It is about defending themselves, and it is about having pride in their race and their history. And so a group that comes out of the Civil Rights Movement is called the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, or SNCC. And SNCC is around from the Civil Rights Movement and during Black Power. And this is student-led. This is high school, college students that led local communities in a series of nonviolent protests to demand change. And so what makes this group a bit more interesting is that this was a group that did not let any white people participate in their group. This was about Black people helping and changing society for other Black people. And so one of the leaders of Black Power is this man here. His name is Malcolm X. He's a civil rights leader, and he, of course, is a big advocate of Black Power. And he's often described as militant. That's a word that usually kind of goes along with Malcolm X. So militant is about being combative and about being aggressive when supporting a cause. He believed in using self-defense, right? If Black people are being faced with violence because of their race, they should fight back. This is a famous quote from Malcolm X. He says, "Be peaceful, be courteous, obey the law, respect everyone. But if someone puts his hand on you, send him to the cemetery." Right? That is a strong statement. If someone's gonna hurt you, put you in harm's way, defend yourself. And so this compares to Martin Luther King in a number of ways, right? Martin Luther King is all about nonviolence. Martin Luther King is all about showing up, being civil disobedience is the word I'm looking for, right? Show that this is wrong, but be civil about it. And Malcolm X has a slightly different strategy, right? Be combative, be aggressive. That's how you create change. So they are two guys, they are civil rights leaders, but they have different approaches. Malcolm X is assassinated as well. He's assassinated a couple years before Martin Luther King. He was shot and gunned down while giving a speech in February of 1965. So I want to wrap up talking about the Black Panther Party. So the Black Panthers were a group of people in like Oakland, California. And they're kind of like a militia. They're a group of people who are going to defend their own community. And so they openly carried weapons. As you see here, this guy's just holding a shotgun, just in the neighborhood, right, with weapons. And the idea is the Black Panther Party would defend the Black community, and they would also provide services to the Black community. So the Black Panthers ran the first free lunch, free breakfast program for children at schools in Oakland. And they were the first to kind of do that and recognize, hey, there are children who don't get a breakfast every day, so we shall go and provide that for them. So like I said, Black Panthers openly carried guns to protect their community. And this is actually when we have a bit of a change in policy. So Ronald Reagan here, president during the 80s, conservative guy. When people in the 70s and 80s see Black people carrying weapons, you start to see a lot of laws about banning the open carry of weapons and guns. So kind of an interesting correlation here, going back to the guns and violence themes in our top issues poster. Certainly when Black Panthers start openly carrying weapons, we see a shift in policy where Republicans in power are trying to then limit the access of weapons because this is scaring them. The Black Panthers put out a 10-point plan. This is their program to address all the major issues they see facing urban Black communities. And so there are 10 points to the plan. We want employment for our people. We want all Black men to be exempt from military service, right? Their thinking is, why are Black people going to go fight and die for a country that doesn't support them fully? We want an immediate end to police brutality and the murder of Black people. Number 10, we want land, bread, housing, education, clothing, justice, and peace. Others I did not read, you can read them for yourself, but these are the plan. These are the big issues the Black Panthers are concerned about. In your box, I want you to do what we always do when we analyze an image. This is a bit of a poster. I want you to see and write down, hey, what is it you see here? And what do you think it means in relation to the Black Panthers? So pause it, work on it here, restart the video when you're ready. So just to finish up today, I want to kind of compare how the Black Panthers 10-point program compares to the demands that the Black Lives Matter group are making today. And so if you don't know what the Black Lives Matter group is, I want you to Google it. I want you to get that information and educate yourself a little bit, because it's super relevant to know. It's something we should all be aware of. And they're active here in the Austin area as well. So take a look at what the Black Lives Matter group has put out on their social media and their website, and as far as their demands and what they're looking for. And go ahead and compare it to what you see in the points that the Black Panther Party makes, especially point number 7, because I think these two relate very well. So you're going to be writing that one in your guided notes as well. And finish up with summary. It's our last summary for the notes. Take a look at what you've written down and learned, and in a sentence or two, write a summary of what you learned in your own words. Guys, that's it for our video notes. You've made it. By now, you should be working on those projects and finishing up. Super proud of each and every one of you. Come see me, come flag me down when you're done so I can give you a sticker. Thanks, guys.